Hello and welcome everyone. This is LegionäreTV live from Armin Wolf Arena in Regensburg for game number 2 between Team Germany and Team Czech Republic in this 3-game series leading up to the Under-23 European Championship and obviously preparation for the Seniors European Championship in September this year. As you can see with me having a jacket on, the weather is not as nice. There may be some more rain coming our way in a couple minutes. We'll hope for the best, keep our fingers crossed that if the rain comes it's not too bad, or it is at least just a short delay, but we will deal with that if we get there. For now, we look forward to a second game. Last night's opener, it was a 6-0 win for Team Czech Republic. They got 3 runs in the first inning and never looked back. Strong pitching, keeping the German offense off the board. Just 2 hits in 8 innings because the 9th inning was rained out last night. But it was a good game. It was entertaining. We had a great atmosphere in a packed stadium here in Regensburg and lots of you watching at home as well. So that was a pleasure for all baseball fans, and we hope for another good one tonight and obviously tomorrow afternoon 2 p.m. for the 3rd game of this series. It is a rivalry that we see ever so often, Germany against the Czech Republic. It is players that know each other, several players that have played in the German league on the Czech team. Tomáš Ondra and Jan Tomek, 2 players that used to play in Regensburg. We saw Tomáš Ondra last night already on the mound. We may see Jan Tomek later this week. So definitely looking forward to that. And we hope, like I said, for a good one tonight. We will have some entertaining stuff happening already before the game even gets underway. So I really can only recommend you to stay tuned. I will also have a guest by my side for commentary tonight. So definitely also something to look forward to. I look forward to doing commentary with him, and I won't keep you down here any longer. We will head to a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we'll be ready for lineups, introductions, first pitch, and baseball between Team Germany and Team Czech Republic here on Legionäre TV.
Bischofshof, das Regensburger Hell für Freunde.
Manche sagen, es sei leichter, einen Ochsen von der Weide zu bekommen, als einen Oberpfälzer von seinem Standpunkt. Er gilt als stur und einsilbig. Ein Dialog wie »Hallo, wie geht's dir? Danke, gut, und dir?« klingt in der Oberpfalz so.
Wie? Wow.
Die Oberpfalz, da schau her.
Biberger Lift. Wir vermieten Scherenarbeitsbühnen, Teleskoparbeitsbühnen, Mastbühnen, Raupenbühnen, LKW-Arbeitsbühnen, Hubmaststapler, Teleskopstapler, Hubwagen und vieles mehr. Kundenzufriedenheit ist bei uns Chefsache. Biberger Lift, Ihr Meisterbetrieb in Regensburg-Haselbach.
This is DTL3, Donald Thomas Lutz III, former big leaguer and current German national team player. I specialize in baseball batting gloves. My signature edition is the Breathe edition, which carries a special message to remind yourself to breathe while you're in the batter's box in high pressure situations. You can find your DTL3 baseball gear right here in the Legionäre fan shop, or you can look me up online at dtl3.com. Ich bedanke mich schon mal im Voraus für eure Unterstützung.
And we're back on the other side of our commercial break, and you can see the fans have brought out the umbrellas. It is, as of now, a drizzle. Let's hope it stays like this. And I want to welcome next to me, and I'll just tap on his mic, Matthias Ondracek. Thanks for being here. Welcome.
Hey, Toby, thanks for having me. Yeah, good to be here.
It is a rivalry. I talked about it, Germany versus the Czech Republic. I mean, you've been following baseball for even longer than I have, and you've seen many of those games.
Yeah, so many close games between those two teams, neighbor countries. Like the most recent in the Prague Baseball Week, where Germany took the championship of the tournament out of the Czech hands. So that was pretty impressive to see. And the other, obviously, here in Regensburg, we saw the team squaring off last time for the WBC qualifier, where the Czech started their Cinderella story while Germany had to watch, and all of that. Yeah, it's gonna continue tonight with maybe the fourth game of the series when you include the Prague Baseball Week.
Yeah. It has been tight games for those of you that didn't watch last night at the Prague Baseball Week. Germany losing out in the preliminary round, but then winning when it mattered in the final. We can see the Czech team there in their dugout right now, waiting for introductions to start. Well, I promised we'll have some action before the first pitch, the ceremonial one happening. Those two white things that you see behind the mound. I won't spoil anything else. You may have read about it on social media already. It was announced, but for those of you who haven't, we'll keep up the tension. Mats, you were here for last night's game. German offense needs to find a way to come through tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Yesterday they couldn't overcome a rough start in the first inning with a couple defensive miscues, and they were behind 3-0 really early, and they only managed to get 2 hits. And that was one of the reasons why Germany couldn't start a comeback. Obviously, in the end, they lost 6-0 after 8 innings because the game was called. But that's one of the big cues for tonight. Germany needs to hit, and we're gonna have a familiar guy on the mound. We can say that already with Christian Pedrol. So I'm looking forward to a close game this night, I think.
Yeah, Christian Pedrol, you mentioned him with the Legionäre here in Regensburg. We've seen him a lot throughout the year on Legionäre TV, obviously, and whenever he took the mound for the Legionäre, except for like 1 or 2 games now later in the season when it didn't really matter that much anymore, he always gives you a chance to win the ball game.
Exactly, and he also was the winning pitcher of the final game in the Prague Baseball Week versus the Czech team, was voted for MVP of the tournament afterwards. So it's going to be interesting how the Czech are going to react to that, and how the game is going to develop, and hopefully we're going to see some more hits out of Team Germany.
We can see the German coaching staff right there. Mike Bosenbrück, Hendrik Speer, the manager in the middle, obviously wants to get a better result than last night. And team introductions should just be moments away. The lights just got turned on for the game. And it looks like we're almost ready. And if you look up to the sky, we see some clouds and we see a small plane up there. I think it's that direction. That may have to do with something we'll see in just a couple minutes.
There might not be only rain coming down here.
Yeah, let's wait for it. And let's see. We should be getting underway, like I said, with introductions in just a minute. Matze, what do you think from your experience? How much do those games really matter to the players? I mean, it's friendly games, but they care in this rivalry, I think.
They care in this rivalry always, and obviously, like I said, both teams have like open things to correct, like Germany for the failed WBC qualifier, and for the Czech the lost Prague Baseball Week. But in general, we're shortly coming up is the U23 European Championship, and after talking to German head coach Hendrik Speer, he's for sure going to use this as preparation.
Yeah.
That's the main focus, preparation, entertainment for the fans, obviously enjoy the atmosphere, but the main focus is the European Championships coming up on Tuesday starting.
Definitely matters, and we can obviously see it in how the roster is set up for the Germans especially. They have some veterans in there, but the major part of the roster is made up of those under-23 players that are heading to the Czech Republic next week.
Exactly, and that's how you have to rate also yesterday's result, because the Czech team is mainly sending their men's national team with a couple young guys, compared to Germany is a pretty much younger team. So you have to put it in perspective also, the results from yesterday's game.
Definitely, though, what I was mentioning about the German offense, also the veterans didn't find any success against Czech pitching last night, so those guys will have to turn it around. I mean, there is experienced players obviously in there that have been on the national team and in the first league for several years, so those guys will definitely want to get off to a better start tonight than they were able to get in last night's game. Good to see how many of you are already tuning in. Obviously, feel free to use our chat if you have any questions, comments, want to discuss stuff. And it was nice to see some discussions going on there last night. As we can see more and more of the Czech players coming out onto the field. We'll give you our in-depth introduction with the lineup and the pitchers once the respective teams go into their first offenses. That is something to keep in mind, and I already was taking bets kind of before on how many times I will get confused, because the Czech team is actually playing as the home team tonight, and Team Germany is the away team, like in terms of who bats in the top and the bottom of the inning. So that might get me confused again. It usually does.
It probably will. It will be for me too, yeah.
So please forgive us if that happens.
So playing at home away.
Yeah. I said it to somebody before. It's like those game fives in the playoffs that we've had since a couple of years, which I still don't think makes a lot of sense, but that's a different story that I don't want to dive into tonight. That is a story for 2 weeks from now when we get the playoffs going in the DBL. And here's Jendrik Speer, the German manager, coming out onto the field. And we'll have the German players join him down the third baseline in just a moment. And it looks like the rain that is coming our way may have rained already before it gets here, but knock on wood. You can see Darren Richards and Elias Huber, the first two guys here out on the field. Darren Richards, who made that amazing grab in center field. I tried to blame Jendrik Speer before for sending me a wrong lineup yesterday. That's why I didn't realize it was Darren Richards on the catch. You may have seen the highlight on social media. He didn't take that blame. He was like, I sent you the correct one afterwards, but I didn't realize that he did it. German players starting to come out. We have the young guys from Gauting, Elias Huber and Tobias Maul, back in the lineup as well again tonight. Gauting, I talked about it a bit last night. They really made an impression in their first season in the DBL.
Definitely. I mean, being a new team in the league, finishing third, beating top teams like all the way the old season, playing top baseball with almost only German guys, only one foreign player, Ryan Bollinger, and Elias Huber, Tobias Maul, Philipp Kleab. Those three guys are main reason for that. Felix Ströll. So heads off to Gauting for the season they played. Really a fresh breeze through the league, I would say.
Definitely, yeah. It was great to watch those guys. I mean, I got to watch them on the stream and only got to see them like in action in person last week when they were here for the last games of the regular season. But like with everything I saw throughout the year, definitely a great team to watch, and it's really astonishing what Chris Howard has been able to put together there. And if he can keep those guys together, I think there's a lot of good baseball that we'll see out of them in the next couple of years.
It's a really fun team to watch. Young German players competing at the highest level out of nowhere, basically, because they came from the second league, obviously. So that's pretty cool to watch, and it's good for the league and for German baseball, for sure.
And if you look at the last couple of years, one of the few teams that like has been able to catch up to the established first league teams.
Exactly.
So
and immediately.
Immediately, yeah. So that is really good. So we'll have the national anthems, and we'll be right back with you. So much for the national anthems, and I think now we can reveal the secret we've been making. As you can see there, we will have...
What is it?
What is it?
Tell me.
What is it? It is up in the sky. It's not just rain coming from the sky tonight. And our camera guy doing his best to catch him up there already. It is Eberhard Ginger coming down with his parachute. Former German gymnastics athlete and won a bronze medal at the 1976 Olympic Games. And he has been involved with baseball quite a bit. Matze, do you want to tell us more?
Quite a bit. Yeah, his son, Markus Ginger, played for the Legionäre, obviously a couple years, not only for the Legionäre, long-time Bundesliga player, but we won the championship together in 2008, sorry, and Markus was the MVP of the finals as well, long-time catcher, also national team catcher, and the son of Eberhard Ginger, the inventor of the Ginger Salto. I wanted to add to that resume.
Yeah, and he is making his entrance here with his parachute. He enjoys parachuting. He's done it at baseball games before, also here in Regensburg, but also in other German cities. And there he is, touching down right behind the mound. And why it is important that he's here is because he has the ball for the first pitch.
Yeah, we cannot start without him. And yeah, he's over 70 years old, so I think we can mention that as well.
Yes.
So, yeah, if I'm going to be able to do that in that age, I don't know if I would want to, but yeah. Then I think I'm going to be all right.
And there's the shake hands with Tobias Gotthard, who is going to be throwing the first pitch, as we need to get the ball out first. And there it is. Tobias Gotthard, he's the Bavarian Secretary of State for Economics and a member of the Bavarian Parliament. And he will have the honor to throw the first pitch. Eberhard Ginger bringing the ball, and they have time for a quick chat down there. Yeah, that's something you don't see every day, right?
Yeah, it has been a while. I don't know when the last time was when he landed. I remember him, like when he did it for the first time, I was like, wow, are you insane? You can really land on the baseball field? Like, yeah, obviously. He does it for life, he really enjoys doing it.
All right, we'll just wait for our stadium announcer to fully introduce Tobias Gotthard. He gathered even more information on him than I did, but we'll hear some words from him.
Meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren, liebe Freundinnen und Freunde, Ladies and Gentlemen, Pane, Panove, Dobry den, witamy was, Abaworska. Herzlich willkommen in Regensburg hier im Guggenberger Legionäre Stadion. Ich freue mich, dass ich stellvertretend für die bayerische Staatsregierung dieses Länderspiel mit dem ersten Pitch eröffnen darf. Für uns ist Regensburg der Hotspot des Baseballs und wir sind froh und dankbar, dass ihr so stark als Verein in diesem wunderschönen Stadion für diese Kulisse, aber auch für die Seele des Sports sorgt. Und ich wünsche uns und allen Sportlerinnen und Sportlern heute Abend ganz viel Erfolg, spannende Szenen, ein faires Spiel. Und ich sage zum Abschluss, let the game begin.
So let's see how he does on the first pitch. He was mentioning how important Regensburg is for Bavaria, especially like in terms of baseball, obviously, and wishing us a good and fair game. And there's the first pitch.
Close.
No problem for Yannick Witt to catch that one. And let's listen to this. There is the play ball, the magic words we all wanted to hear, because that means we are about ready for game 2 of this 3-game series between Team Germany and Team Czech Republic. We'll have the landing marks for Eberhard Ginger cleared away, and the coaches are gathering at home plate. You can see some more conversations going on there on the field. Obviously, you don't have somebody land with a parachute on the field that you're going to play on a couple minutes later. We were talking about it a little earlier in terms of unconventional things landing on baseball fields. Last year, there was it's not a fun incident, but it's funny in terms of baseball. There was a bus accident here in Regensburg, not too far away from the stadium. As far as I know, there were no severe injuries in the end, so we can tell the story. But Ben, who's actually on the scoreboard for us tonight, is kind of responsible for a lot of infrastructure here, and he got a call by the Leitstelle, by the police and fire department and everything. And they were like, yeah, we just wanted to inform you that we're going to land with 3 helicopters on your baseball field. And he was like, okay, when? Well, you should already see them, because that accident was not too far away, and they had to find and they didn't know how many injuries there would be. And so they sent three helicopters in advance, and in the end they just landed here. They were not needed, so they just hung out on the baseball field with the paramedics and everybody, and in the end they left again. But it was a fun sight that one evening last year.
Yeah, different view of a baseball field with 3 helicopters on it.
Yes.
I saw a picture of that.
Looked very different. We can see Team Germany standing together there in front of their dugout, and they will, like I mentioned before, not take the field, but rather get the bats warmed up, and we will take a look at their starting lineup. Leading off tonight will be the center fielder Darian Richards, followed by second baseman Elias Huber. Batting third will be the third baseman Eric Brenk. Cleaning up tonight is first baseman Simon Bäumer. Batting fifth, we have the right fielder Luca Hörger. Paul Wittmann, the left fielder, bats sixth, followed by the catcher Vincent Ahrens. Batting eighth, we have the designated hitter Tobias Maul. And rounding it out tonight is shortstop Alexander Schmidt. And on the mound for Team Czech Republic, already here on your screen, the starting pitcher is Jan Novak. 1 loss to his name, 13 innings pitched, 9.69 his earned run average, but obviously in a limited amount of innings. 20 hits, 4 walks, 13 strikeouts, and we will see how he does starting off tonight's game and how the Germans will do. And we get a little bit of rain right now, but like I mentioned, it looks like the really bad rain that it looked like for like an hour ago is actually not coming. Let's hope it is that way.
Yeah, until it comes.
I don't trust the weather
until
forecast
it comes
anymore.
like yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody expected that, and then it was there. Last couple of warm-up pitches being thrown, and then we are ready to get going here. And the Germans have the chance to set the first mark tonight with them being the away team. So maybe that is the advantage they need.
Yeah, put some pressure on the defense in the first inning. That's what the Czech team did yesterday in front of a obviously bigger crowd because the weather was way nicer yesterday. So yeah, it's up to Team Germany to get it started here with Darian Richards from the Hamburg Steelers being the lead-off guy.
And you can see the rain is picking up a little bit. It should be a short period, and then we should hopefully have dry weather, at least for the... I won't dare to say more than first half of the game.
not predicting the weather, but yeah, it's supposed to stop soon. Let's put
First
it that
pitch is a strike for Darian Richards. There was a question in the chat about the statistics that we're showing on screen and whether the stats from those games here are available. I don't think we're publishing those stats really anywhere, but the statistics we're showing are from the regular seasons of all those players. Most of the Czech players play in the Czech league, same is the case for the Germans, with a couple of exceptions of guys playing in the United States.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, Germany only had 2 hits. So if you want to know the stats, Elias Huber and Alex Schmidt were accounted for those hits. So other than that, we have no stats to sell, I think, about yesterday.
I think it was Darren Richards and Elias Huber, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, Darian Richards was the infield hit and Elias Huber.
Yeah. Showing his speed. Let's see if we'll see that in action right here again.
Yeah, and he was hitting in the 9th spot yesterday, and today he's leading off.
It's swapped around between him and Alex Schmidt. So here's the 2-2. As that one is fly towards right field. That could be trouble. It's down the line, and it is a foul ball.
Yeah, just close to the right field foul line.
Martin Mujic giving chase. He would not have been able to get it if it landed in fair territory, but Darren Richards looks like he knew it was going to be foul and then realized it's close.
I better hustle. Yeah. You better always hustle.
Yes.
That's a lot of examples that show that. But yeah, in that case, I mean, he could have tried for a triple if the ball would have been fair, because he's got speed. That's the corner where that's really possible here in Regensburg.
Getting some sticky stuff on his bat here to make sure he has good grip with the rain. It looks worse on the center field camera than it is with the zoom, but it's definitely not great conditions to play baseball at the moment.
Yeah, and as we see, not great conditions for the pitchers for sure. The ball gets wet and then the field gets a little wetter. So we see how Jan Novak can adapt here with full count to the first hitter here.
Here's the 3-2, and he misses outside and low, and that is a leadoff walk for Darren Richards.
So yeah, patience is key also in the rain, in the rainy weather, when the pitcher is starting in the first inning and have some issues with the weather. So yeah, maybe it's a good choice to be patient and to take a pitch or two in every at bat. As we now see the lefty-lefty matchup between Elias Huber and Jan Novak. We just saw the stats of Elias Huber. He was in the end leading the South League of the DBL in average, hitting .434 with only 19 years old in his first year.
Yeah, really impressive what he has been able to do. So definitely a player to watch. I just got note of some last-minute changes for the Czech lineup. I'll give you the update in a moment, Matze, as we see a pickoff there, but nothing happening there for Darren Richards. He slides back safely.
Yeah, Elias Huber debuted for the senior national team during the Prague Baseball Week, also impressing there. Took good at bats, being patient, taking walks, playing second base there alongside Alex Schmidt, the shortstop, long-time shortstop for the national team.
So that one's a rocket right back through the pitcher and up the middle for a base hit. Darren Richards has to get back to second base quickly as the ball is brought in quickly, but he does so, and there's the first hit of the Germans. Elias Huber coming through like he did last night. We talked about him being one of the guys that had success at the plate last night.
Yeah, basically doing what he did all year long, just hitting.
Yeah.
That brings Eric Brank to the plate, one of the veteran guys, if not the veteran guy in this roster. A roster that is for this series missing Markus Solbach. So Eric Brank might be the longest tenured player on this roster here. 33-year old infielder out of Bonn. Basically utility guy, can play every position. Also used to pitch in the past.
Fall back.
Yeah, Eric Brank just lost in the European Cup, in Champions Cup finals against Heidenheim on Wednesday, the German final. The first time the German team won this. Unfortunately for Brank, it was not the Capitals. It was, it was Heidenheim. But yeah, congrats anyway to the Heideköpfe for being the first German team to ever achieve that.
Brank lays down a bunt, slipping a little bit there was Novak, and he's not able to get the runner at first, as Brank put down a nice bunt. Obviously, always a good tool in those wet conditions. We'll take another look. Novak was quick off the mound, and then he slipped away a little bit. And I think he just didn't have the timing. I think that's going to go down as an infield single for Eric Brank here on a beautiful bunt.
Yeah, I would assume so. Good idea by Brank, surprising everyone with this bunt in the wet conditions is always a good idea. Yeah, and that, like we said, that puts pressure on the Czech defense right from the get-go. Here with Simon Bäumer, probably the most dangerous German hitter, the cleanup man, up to bat.
And it's the bases loaded for Team Germany here with nobody out. They never even got close to a situation like this last night, and now it's on them to capitalize on it. As Bäumer fouls that one off to the left side.
Yeah, Bäumer was the match winner in the final game of the Prague Baseball Week as he homered in the 8th inning to give Germany the lead in the end. Had also a pretty impressive first season here with the Guggenberger Legionäre in Regensburg.
Absolutely, yeah.
Came out of Hamburg.
As time is called.
Yeah, and he's also one of the U23 guys that's going to compete in next week's European Championships.
I feel like the Czech players feel bad for throwing around all their lineups, so they're giving me a moment to rewrite it. Just kidding, I'm still working through it. It's a 1-1 count for Simon Bäumer with the bases loaded as he hits that one high in the air. Is it in fair territory? Then it's an infield fly. It is foul, but it is caught nonetheless. Martin Cervinka without any trouble there, making the catch for the first out. So Bäumer not able to come through, and you can see his frustration right there. He knew it right away that he obviously didn't get that ball the way he wanted to. That means it will be up to Luca Höger to drive in his teammates. As he grounds it slowly back to Novak, who comes home, and that ball gets past the catcher, and that allows a second run to score. Höger into second base, and that is going to be an E1 on Jan Novak. And Germany takes a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, it's not an easy play to take the out at home, but yeah, it was worth a try. He had enough time basically to get the guy at home. Just the throw was accurate, but not there.
Yeah, I was going to say, if he makes a good throw, I think they get him. And this gives, or leads rather, I should say, to a quick mound visit.
So yeah, we basically got the same situation like we had yesterday, with the away team scoring first after a miscue in the defense. Last night it was the German team who had, like, on first base a play they could have made, should have made. This time it's the Czech team with a costly error here that means 2 runs for Team Germany. And only one out still with runners on second and third. And Paul Wittmann, guy that grew up here just around the corner in Tegenheim, playing in the US in the college for the last couple years. Swings at the first pitch. Pitch was a bit high. That's the first strike for Jan Novak.
As that one just misses, evens the count at 1. As that one is sky towards right center field, giving chase in the outfield. Krejcik makes a catch, tagging from third is Brink, and he comes in on the sacrifice fly to make it 3-0 Team Germany.
Yeah, Paul Wittmann collects the first RBI in this game with his sacrifice fly. He did what he's supposed to do. At least score 1 run from third base. Always good in this situation to hit it high and far in the outfield.
Obviously, all baseball players will like the hit better, but they will take the RBI. Especially, it just shows they can keep it going here. They have those 3 runs that the Czech had last night in the first
exactly.
inning.
And that situational hitting, that's what we were missing yesterday. When you don't use your chances, when you have them, then you most of the time lose the game. So it's always a good thing. Like put a bunt down, hit a sacrifice fly. That's what you're supposed to do. Play baseball like the game's meant to be.
As the first pitch for Vincent Ahrens is a ball. Takes another one for a ball.
Ahrens played for his hometown club, the Cologne Cardinals, this season. Also was a part of the team in the WBC qualifiers in Tucson to start off the year, and of course also part of the winning team of the Prague Baseball Week.
2-1 count for Ahrens. Takes another strike, evening the count at 2. There is Tobias Maul waiting on deck. As that one is another fly ball towards right center field. And Krejcik is there, makes the grab for out number 3, but not before Germany gets on the board tonight with 3 runs. All of those coming on 2 hits, 1 error for Team Czech Republic, 1 man left on, and it's an early 3-0 lead for Germany. When we come back, we'll see Team Czech for the first time at the plate. Going to the bottom of the first inning, we have Christian Pedrol, the starting pitcher for Team Germany, on the mound. 12-2 his record in the regular season. 86.2 innings pitched, 1.45. Great earned run average for him. 57 hits, 20 walks, and 101 strikeouts. We will take a look at the lineup for Team Czech Republic. I hope I have updated all the graphics correctly. Let's see. We have the shortstop, Wojtek Mędzik, leading off, followed by designated hitter Willie Escala. Batting third will be Martin Czerwinka. He plays third base. Ryan Johnson, the first baseman, will be cleaning up. Batting fifth will be the left fielder Michal Zindelka. Batting sixth, the catcher Martin Mujic. Batting seventh, center fielder Marek Krejcerik. Batting eighth, the second baseman Milan Prokop. And batting ninth will be right fielder Max Preda. Yeah, originally in the lineup as well, scheduled to be the catcher, was Martin Czerwenka, but he was a late scratch. So let's hope it's nothing serious. Don't want anybody to get hurt here in the exhibition games.
Yeah, maybe the star player of Team Czech, so maybe the conditions, whatever. We don't know.
Yeah. We still expect a lot of power and experience from this Czech team that we see on the field, even though they gave up 3 runs here in the top of the first inning. Wojtek Mędzik, the first hitter.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how the Czech team reacts tonight with Christian Pedrol, a more experienced guy on the mound for Team Germany.
Foul ball left side. Eric Brink. It's close to get it. There was that one foul ball down the third baseline last night where Eric Brink was very convinced it was foul. I feel like everybody I've talked to felt like it was fair, but sometimes there's those moments. We couldn't like clearly say it on the replay, so. One and two the count for Mędzik. As he swings and misses and strikes out for out number 1. And you can see how quickly this weather is changing. Like from rain 5 minutes ago, we're back to like bright sunlight.
Yeah, the German team is not going to complain, especially not Christian Pedrol, that he doesn't have to go out there in the rain. So, slight advantage for Team Germany here. That's part of when you play in outdoor sports.
Yeah. And Christian Pedrol starts off Willie Escala with a strike.
Yeah, Christian Pedrol is his first year as a member of the German senior national team, as he has Brazilian roots, but he's living in Germany for a long time now here in Regensburg.
Grounded up the middle, fielded by Elias Huber. Long throw, and it is in
Nice
time for the second out.
Nice backhand play, running backhand play by young Elias Huber.
He did a good job even getting to that ball and then getting the throw off, getting enough on it to get it over to Simon Bäumer in time.
Next man to bat is Martin Czerwinka.
I was mentioning earlier, Martin Czerwenka is out of the lineup. Martin Czerwinka is still in there. That is tough. Like you got to be really careful with those two guys. Very similar names. As that one is hit well to the left side, and that is the first hit for Team Czech Republic.
Yeah, solid line drive to left field. Here with 2 outs. Pitch was up a little bit, stayed on it, and put it here in left field for the first hit for the Czech team in this game.
They will obviously like to answer right away here on what the Germans did. And now I think so this is supposed to be Ryan Johnson. I think he just has a different jersey number, to be honest, because I have him here with 78, but that just seems to be wrong. Seems to be wearing 51.
Pitch misses outside, so 2 balls and no strikes for Johnson. Another ball. Count is 3-0 now.
Christian Pedrol, after those 2 quick first outs, giving up the hit. Now struggling a little bit against Ryan Johnson. Gets first strike.
It's never a bad idea to throw around the cleanup guy, which is supposed to be the best power hitter of your lineup. So count is 3-1 now. Let's see if Pedrol can come all the way back from a 3-0 count. He misses with that one.
So that is a walk, which will put runners on first and second for Team Czech Republic with 2 outs. A little too careful maybe with Johnson here. Or just struggling with control a little bit for this one at bat. But Christian Pedrol has been someone that sometimes struggles a little bit early in the game, and then like once he finds his rhythm, he can keep it going for a very long time. Has been going deep into games for the Legionäre throughout the year. Matt Vance, the manager for the Guggenberger Legionäre, once mentioned that sometimes like he struggles early and then he finds that groove, and it gets really hard as a manager to take him out because he's really in that rhythm as he gets hit by that comebacker. Over to pick it up, throws to first in time. I thought Jindelkamp may have gotten a foot in there. We'll take another look, but the call is out. Christian Pedrol seems to be all right after getting hit by that one. Got like hit of the back of the leg, and let's take another look here. Oh, really close there at first base.
Yeah.
End of the first inning. Germany leading 3-0. They're able to get out of their defense here. The sun is out in Regensburg. What more can we wish for, Mats? We're ready for inning number 2 in just a moment.
Biberger Lift. Wir vermieten Scherenarbeitsbühnen, Teleskoparbeitsbühnen, Mastbühnen, Raupenbühnen, LKW-Arbeitsbühnen, Hubmaststapler, Teleskopstapler, Hubwagen und vieles mehr. Kundenzufriedenheit ist bei uns Chefsache. Biberger Lift, Ihr Meisterbetrieb in Regensburg-Haselbach.
And we're back for the second inning. Back with the second German offense. Jan Nowak is back on the mound. And Team Germany is already at the bottom of their lineup with Tobias Maul leading off this top of the second. 8-9-1 is what we'll see from the Germans.
Yeah, it's a pretty luxury the German team has. A guy that hit 370 in the league and also hit 9 homers, hitting in the 8th hole.
Yeah. As he swings and misses for strike 2. And we have Alexander Schmidt coming into frame here. You have him hitting in your 9 hole. That's not too bad either.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you can see kind of the challenge with Armin Wolf Arena if it's a night game and the sun is really out, especially like for first base and right field. If the ball's coming your way, that can be really challenging. We'll keep an eye out if that plays a factor tonight. As that one is hit hard down the left field line, but foul. Showing his power just a little early there, Tobias Maul.
Yeah, also a really impressive season by him, another young guy from the Gauting Indians. And he homered in his debut for the senior national team in the Prague Baseball Week.
Fly ball to short right field, giving chase is Preda, and he makes the catch for the first out. Was quick to recognize that the ball was going to be rather short, and it was in that area that can sometimes get really dangerous for the defense.
Yeah, just a soft fly ball off the end of the bat, as he was a little early in his swing here and tried to put the ball in play, but no trouble here for right fielder of the Czech team.
As Alex Schmidt checks his swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. So it's his first strike.
Yeah, you see he went, he knew it right away. But only the first pitch on this at bat. The next one misses.
Flied to left center field, or rather more straight center field. It stayed rather straight, and that's an easy catch for Marek Krejcirek. Quick second out.
Yeah, pretty nice contact by Schmidt, but yeah, basically right at the center fielder. Just moved a couple steps back. On a soft liner here, the second out, the quick second out here in the second inning. So that brings back the top of the order for Team Germany with Darian Richards for the second time at the plate. Here his numbers from this year's season with the Hamburg Steelers. In his first plate appearance tonight, he walked.
I mentioned it last night. I heard that he may not be here for the semifinals anymore with him going to the US. If that is the case, I think it was not fully decided. I heard it on the Hamburg broadcast for one of the games later in the season. I don't know if it was fully decided back then, but if it is the case, they will miss him dearly.
Yeah, but that can be the case with players that, want to join a U.S. college somewhere when the season starts over there. Yeah, you always have to find a way to keep your player as long as the season goes in Germany. But it's not always possible. He's going to be with the German team for the upcoming week.
Yes.
And the European Championships. Under 23 European Championships, and he walks again.
Second time. Patience paying off.
So here with 2 outs, let's see what Elias Huber can do. He singled in the first inning and scored afterwards.
as they got Richards in the rundown and they tag him out to end the top of the second inning. Good move there by Jan Novak. Richards a little over-eager and gets thrown out on the call. He may have gotten his hand in there, maybe evening out with that call we had earlier. Middle of the second inning, it's still 3-0 in favor of Team Germany.
Bischofshof, das Regensburger Hell für Freunde. We're back here for the bottom of the second inning. Second offensive chance for Team Czech Republic.
Yeah, as we saw, the inning just ending on a caught stealing by Darren Richards. He went on first movement on a left-handed pitcher. Yeah, it was close in the end at second base. Fast runner. It's always worth a try. Obviously not the way you want to end an inning, but yeah, you're going to be aggressive at the bases. More or less, it's going to help you out in the game.
Leading off for Team Czech Republic here in the second is Martin Mužič.
He went around, so second strike here for Mužič. Yeah, as we see clearly. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count, and swing and a miss.
Christian Pedrol getting his next strikeout. Second one of the night. Dropping it in there for the second strikeout. No chance for Mužič.
Yeah, giving the information to his teammates which pitches Pedrol through. So let's see what Marek Krejcirek can do with it. Swings for the first pitch, fouls it off.
Krejcirek in last night's game went 0 for 3. As he puts a bunt down, but it is foul. So it's the second strike.
Yeah, just tipped the ball basically. Barely touched it. Tried to surprise the defense here with a drag bunt, a lefty hitter.
Yeah, he might have had a chance. Eric Brank playing rather deep over at third base.
Yeah, and as a lefty hitter, you always have a chance with the drag bunt because you got the advantage of 2 steps less compared to a righty hitter closer to first base.
Usually once you get it past the pitcher, unless it's like super hard, you got a good chance. Here's a 1-2. That one misses high, 2-2. As that one misses outside, so the count is full. Krejcik being patient. Christian Pedrol throwing a couple balls in there. "25 pitches for Christian Pedrol. Nothing to worry about as of yet. That one is fouled off left side towards the sporting school that we have here in Regensburg. Baseball and ice hockey players living in there. The ice hockey stadium is just across the street. As that one's hit hard down the right field line, but also foul. Spreading the balls all around the diamond here is Krejcik, but not in fair territory.
Yeah, but making Pedrol work here. 27 pitches, yeah, it's still all right, the pitch count. Still looking sharp, obviously. Pedrol early in the game. But here is second walk, I believe, issued.
Yes. Ryan Johnson was the other in the first inning. So Krejcik is going to be at first base with one out. And we'll have Milan Prokop, the second baseman, up to bat. Let's see if Czech Republic can use the base runner with one out here. First pitch for Prokop is a ball. Quite a lot of balls thrown by Christian Pedrol at the moment. Just a little bit off his top-notch control right now. Needs to find that again to be successful against the Czech hitters. Three and out account for Prokop. It doesn't make any signs that he would help out Christian Pedrol. He's not going to swing for bad pitches here. He's not going to swing at all on 3-0, I would expect. Takes that one for the first strike. Germany would obviously love a ground ball here for a double play, but Christian Pedrol will have to work for it. Here's the 3-1, runner goes, and it is ball 4 anyway, so Milan Prokop, the second walk in a row, puts runners on first and second. You can see Krejcik running there on the pitch, but no need to get dirty there at second base. We've reached the bottom of the order for Team Czech Republic. Max Preda. Did get a pinch hit at bat in last night's game in the 8th inning. Struck out. Getting a chance in the starting lineup tonight. Takes that one for ball 2.
Yeah, you mentioned it sometimes with Christian Pedrol it's the case. He walks and he strikes out. A lot of batters in general, but I mean, nevertheless, he was the wins leader of the whole DBL with 12, and he was unbeaten like until almost the end of the regular season, when he had to take his first loss, like the last three games. In the end, his record was 12-2 in this season.
Grounded foul. Yeah, sometimes he just has to battle through those early innings, and usually then it clicks and he's able to settle down, but you obviously need to get to that point, especially like in a game like this. You don't want to give the Czech team a chance to really get back into this. You obviously want to hold on to the lead you were able to get. That was the third ball for Preda.
Pedro, during the regular season, he also was one of 4 guys who collected at least 100 strikeouts.
Fouled off to the left side, runs the count full. Obviously the North League on a little bit of a disadvantage there because they played fewer games. Who are the other guys in the South?
Ryan Bollinger, Logan Hoffman, and Philipp Klehaupt had more than Christian Pedro.
Yeah. For Ryan Bollinger, it's very impressive because he was hurt towards the end of the season and couldn't go that deep in games anymore. So, I mean, he always gave Gauting a chance to win a game if he was on the mound. Here's the payoff, and that one misses. And that means it will load the bases for Czech Republic on 3 walks issued by Christian Pedro here in a row after he struck out Martin Mujik to start the bottom of the second. And this will get him a visit on the mound, kind of working on the mound here a little bit, maybe not feeling perfectly about his landing spot, but
pitching coach Clemens Cichocki on the mound. Can't really see him say too much, just a little breather maybe for Pedro. Vinny Ahrens, the catcher, is doing the talks here in this meeting.
I don't know Clemens that well, but I don't think he's a man of too many words, is he?
As long as he says the right things, he doesn't have to say much.
True story. All right, so we're back to the top of the order, and Christian Pedro facing a bases loaded situation here with Wojtek Mędzik at the plate, trying to get the Czech Republic on the board as he swings at the first pitch and fouls it off.
Yeah, for Pedro, it's kind of the early Christian Pedro. When he came to Regensburg, he had some control issues. He struck out a lot always, and he really put down his number of walks. I just looked it up. He had 20 walks compared to his 101 strikeouts, so pretty good K to walk ratio in the season.
That's a good hit to left field. That is going to drive in the first run for Czech Republic on the RBI single for Wojtek Mędzik as they cut the lead to 3-1.
Yeah, that's obviously what you want to do as a Czech team when a pitcher walks, the base is full, attack, and take advantage of this.
Yeah, nice quick swing there to get the ball to left field. All it needed for Mędzik.
So now it's Willy Escala up to bat and trying to keep the Czech team rolling, this offense rolling. His numbers from his season in the US.
Swing and a miss, that's the first strike. The stadium is not quite as packed as it was last night, but obviously with that rain that we had at the start of the game or right before it, and we had the event for the pupils coming out of school, end of school year last night, and that obviously brought some fans out, but still a good crowd. Here's a 2-1, swung on a miss, 2-2.
Definitely less kids than yesterday in the crowd. Yeah, but it's still a good showing for the second game of this 3-game series between the national teams of Germany and the Czech.
Still just one out, still bases loaded here for Team Czech Republic in the bottom of the second, as that one is skied. Left side, foul territory, giving chase Brink, and he makes a grab and makes sure to get the ball back to the infield quickly to not allow the runner from third to tag. Milan Prokop not making any effort. Brink was fully on top of it, and that is a big second out for Germany here. Not quite as spectacular as the grab that Alexander Schmidt made over there last night. I saw a comment of Alexander Schmidt on social media about it because he kind of overran that ball, and Alexander Schmidt was like making the easy play look hard to get put on the highlight reel, basically. He made the grab eventually, so it was all good for him.
Yeah, and usually he makes enough spectacular plays to not needing to make it look more hard than it is.
Martin Cervinka here for Czech Republic. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, he's like probably the best defensive shortstop in Germany we ever had for the national team. So it's always fun to watch Alex Schmidt play, especially play defense.
I feel like sometimes if you watch the Legionäre a lot, the expectations you have of other shortstop are raised because you see Alexander Schmidt on a regular basis, and he just makes so many plays that other players don't even get to.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks so smooth. His skills really are amazing for when it comes to play defense. And yeah, I mean, he's a good hitter too. It's not like it's only his defense.
Yeah.
Still the reigning MVP of last year's season in the Bundesliga South in Germany. So that says something.
It's a 1-2 count on Cervinka. That one is a foul ball right side. Simon Bäumer giving chase, but he's not going to get it. It lands in the batting cage area. Everybody giving the ball a look over the fence and then going back. Oh yeah, it landed. Looked a little funny there with Simon Bäumer and also Elias Huber coming over.
That's what you tell hitters at the plate, like watch the ball till the end, right?
Yeah,
So
they surely
might
did.
as well do it in defense.
Yeah. I mean, you tell defensive players that as well, right? Watch the ball into the glove.
Yeah, exactly. Watch the ball till it stops rolling.
Yeah. So here's another one too for Cervinka. As that one is far outside. Aaron's not able to get it. It gets by him. Throw to Pedro. Sails wide and is backed up by Elias Huber in the infield. So on the wild pitch, the Czech get their second run.
Yeah, that was far off the plate.
Yeah.
No chance for Vinny Ahrens to catch that.
A little wild on the throw there, trying to still get the runner. Fortunately, no further damage on that throw.
So the Czech already cut the deficit to 1 run in the second inning here. So a quick answer after the 3 runs by Team Germany in the first. And with 2 outs still and 2 runners in scoring position, still a chance to add on.
It's a full count for Cervinka and a pitch count for Christian Pedro. Look at it at the scoreboard. 53 pitches. We're only in the second inning. Definitely not what you want to see for your starting pitcher. It's a long second inning. As that one misses outside for ball 4. And we can see movement in the German bullpen. Trying to see the number 39 here for Team Germany.
Yeah, it's Finn Freisberg is warming up there as a lefty
And
pitcher after the righty Pedro. Yeah, and it seems like the move is closer than we thought after the 5th walk now by Pedro issued in this game.
Yeah, and that's the second visit, right? We had Clement Chikoki out in this inning. So He has to come out of the game. Just a matter of moments until we see Christian Pedrol relieved here in the second game. Definitely not the outing he was hoping for. We will have Finn Freisberg coming in, and we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be back with bases loaded for Team Czech Republic here, trying to equalize bottom of the second inning.
Wow, wow, wow. Das ist das Klangmarkenzeichen des Oberpfälzer Dialekts. Das
Oh.
wie in
Do. A co.
oder etwas philosophischer,
The bow mo do was the bow do mo.
die Oberpfalz. Da schau her.
This is DTL3, Donald Thomas Lutz III, former big leaguer and current German national team player. I specialize in baseball batting gloves. My signature edition is the Breathe edition, which carries a special message to remind yourself to breathe while you're in the batter's box in high pressure situations. You can find your DTL3 baseball gear right here in the Legionäre fan shop, or you can look me up online at dtl3.com. Ich bedanke mich schon mal im Voraus für eure Unterstützung.
So Finn Freisberg is the new man on the mound for Team Germany. You can see his stats on your screen right now. 5-5 his record, 55 innings pitched, a lot of fives in there. 4.33 his earned run average, 59 hits, 27 walks, 59 strikeouts. The walks may be a little high. Other than that, those are some decent stats for Finn Freisberg.
Yeah, played for the Cologne Cardinals this season.
And he will be faced with the bases loaded situation here. Right when he comes in, those 3 walks or 4 walks in total issued by Christian Pedrol in this second inning. 5 in total, also had 1 in the first. That's not the outing that we are used to from Christian Pedrol.
No, and it's simply too much. I mean, he knows that. Walking 4 guys in 1 inning. He just couldn't find it tonight. It happens. Unfortunately for Pedrol, it happened in his first appearance in the national team jersey in front of his home crowd. But hey, that's part of the game. So it's up to Freisberg to stop here the bleeding here in the second inning and to keep the lead for Team Germany.
Ryan Johnson will try to get Team Czech Republic back to even. (20 RBIs to his name. Would like to add some in the national team jersey. 1-1 the count.
Well, Ryan Johnson is smiling about something here and talking to Vinny Arens probably because he's smiling too. So I wonder what's going on there on that conversation. Little catcher-hitters talk. Yeah, they're still talking.
Yeah, it's good to see if the players get along. As that is the third ball. No room on the bases for Johnson. The bases are loaded for Team Czech Republic. So Finn Freisberg needs to find the zone with his next pitch. Otherwise, it's going to be the third run for Czech Republic. And that does happen. So everybody gets to advance a base, and that means it is the third run for Team Czech Republic. They tie the game at 3. And obviously it also means the bases are still loaded. Ryan Johnson being patient, working the walk, gets an RBI for his trouble.
Yeah, tough inning for the German defense. I mean, a lot of walks in this inning, 5 walks now already.
Yeah, just one hit for Team Czech Republic, and they scored 3 runs already and still have the bases loaded. Michal Jindel caught the 9th hitter of the inning for the Czech. Freisberg able to start him off with a strike at least. Yeah, I think for Germany, the goal has to be get out of this inning and then get a mental reset, as that one is lined into the Czech dugout. But everybody seems to be okay. The ball is sitting there on the ground. Yeah, we have the netting now for the spectators to protect against those hard foul line drives, but the teams, they need to be on their toes.
They should be watching anyway.
Yeah. 0-2, misses high, getting shot at by their own teammate. That one does not find the zone. It's 2-2.
Yeah, really long inning here.
Fall back. We had one go into the announcer's booth last night already.
Who did catch that?
The wall, I think. But also no injuries to report over there. It tends to hit the other side of the booth.
So we're safe.
Partially.
Lefties probably.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out.
That's the thing. 2-2. Fly ball. Shallow right side. And nobody makes the catch. And 2 runs score for Team Czech Republic. Elias Huber was the one, I would say, that should have made the grab.
Yeah, I was just looking at Simon Bäumer, and he looked like he knew where the ball was.
And then he turned away last moment.
I mean, you feel like he was under it, camping under it, and then it lands in fair territory right next to Elias Huber. And it's a tough spot always, where like probably the right fielder, first baseman, and second baseman all have a chance to get to the ball. But yeah, in the end, I would say the second baseman, if he has a chance to get to that ball, is the one who should take charge. But nevertheless...
In the end, I think it was a miscommunication.
Yeah, we kind of saw that yesterday also between second baseman Huber and first baseman Bäumer. The pitcher also was involved there on a play at first base. So
do we put that down as a 2 RBI single? I guess so.
It's tough for Finn Freisberg because that ball definitely should have been caught. He did what he had to do, but yeah, you cannot judge anyone with the error, I think.
No, I think it was just miscommunication, so it's not like an error that lands on the score sheet.
Tough break for Freisberg here.
And the whole German team,
and
obviously.
I mean, the inning just gets longer and longer after all those walks now. That ball dropping. It's not fun now to be on the field for Team Germany. They really want to get out of this inning immediately and answer right back because, the lead is gone now.
Line to left field, so there's another base hit, and that's going to get another run in, and it gets by Wittmann there for a second, and that allows the runners to advance, so that's going to go down as an error.
Yeah, at least for the
for the extra base,
for the extra base, for the second base, Obviously no chance to make an out on this hard hit ball. Yeah, but what you want to do is keep the runner at first base at least to make sure with another hit comes up that only 1 run scores with 2 outs because the runner's obviously going to go on contact now. And it's going to be the 6th run for the Czech team. So the 3-0 lead after 1 inning for Germany didn't last long. And some light bullpen action again by Team Germany. But for now it's still Finn Freisberg tasked to get out of this inning somehow, I have to say.
Yeah. like for Germany, it's really find any way to get out of this inning and then get a reset. Like, just stop the bleeding right here and getting a couple tough breaks right here and not able to work through it.
Yeah, to protect the defense a little bit. I mean, it's hard when you're standing there for forever. You feel like standing there forever with all those walks in the inning, and then I mean, of course there were some plays you should make, but when comes everything together, you know, like you walk a lot of guys, the defense is standing around, it's not really busy, and you have to really stay focused, and sometimes that's tough to do.
That one is hit well towards right center field. That may find the ground. It falls in for another base hit for Team Czech Republic, and that's 2 more runs for the Czech as they increase their lead to 8-3.
Yeah, horrible inning in the meantime. 8 runs now for Czechia. And this one, it's also, I mean, that what happens in an inning like that, right? You don't hit the ball hard, but it falls in between those 3 guys that couldn't see anyone making this catch. Second baseman, right field, center field, right into no man's land out there.
It feels of one of those when it rains it pours situations. Like, and I mean, yes, obviously with all the walks that Germany gave up, that's what got it started. Eric Brank with a diving stop, throw to first. Simon Bäumer can't pick it.
Yeah, just wanted to say that's what we need, a great play by a veteran here to end this inning. But like you said, everything comes together in an inning like that. Great play by Brank. Not the easiest pick to make by Bäumer here at first base. Short hop there. But you can also not blame Brank for making this diving stop and trying everything to do to get out of this mess here for Team Germany.
That's another kind of unfair thing. Like Eric Brank, despite making that great stop, he'll still end up with the error on that play because of the throw, like into the ground.
Yeah, what else can happen now?
Yeah, it's it feels like anything Germany does goes wrong right now. Like exactly what you don't need. Like there's those days where whatever you do, it goes right, and for Germany, it's just the other way around right now.
I mean, in this inning, really nothing works for Team Germany. That's those situations you have to, go through, swallow, and attack for the rest of the game. But we're still not out of this.
Well, there's another ground ball
up the middle, and another play you should make in the defense, not made. So that's going to go down as an error, I suppose.
We'll take a little look right here. Yeah, it's a ball that Huber definitely needs to come up with, and he will say so himself.
And that brings out Clemens Cichocki again, the pitching coach. I mean, what can he say to Freisberg? He already has had 2 or 3 balls that could have been the last out in this inning.
Yeah.
After he walked the first guy, he really settled down, and he did his part. You cannot blame him for anything here. So all you gotta say as a pitching coach is keep doing what you do.
As Team Czech Republic has the bases loaded once more.
And I didn't count anymore. The 10th, 12th batter for
14th.
Team Czech. 14th batter, yeah.
The 14th batter of the inning for Team Czech Republic. Somebody wrote in the chat, never-ending inning. It really is just that.
That's how it feels. That's really how it feels.
On the other hand, I mean, we're only in the 2nd inning. Like, there's still plenty of time for Germany to get back into this.
I mean, of course, the game is not over at this point, and it's not just a phrase.
It's just like a question of, can you mentally get over this inning that you're still having to go through,
Yes.
and then find your way back on the offensive side, somehow settle down on the pitching side of things, and like look at this, like forget about that 5-run lead, as that one is lined to center field. Freisberg just getting out of the way. It's into center field, brought back in by Darren Richards. 1 run scores. So it is 9-3 Czech Republic on the RBI single for Wojciech Mędzik. It's his second RBI single of the inning, as weird as that sounds.
Yeah, when you have walks and those weak hits falling, of course you have hard hit balls as well in this inning. I mean, what else could happen?
Yeah, it's not like we don't want to take anything away from Team Czech Republic here.
Exactly.
They were patient when they needed to be. They had their hits in this inning, just making sure, like,
for sure.
Obviously, and this is what happens in baseball sometimes. When you make good contact and when things go your way, then all of a sudden everything goes your way. And it has been just that for Team Czech Republic in this inning. Germany obviously making a couple of errors then on top of it. And Finn Freisberg is leaving the game, so it's the second pitching change of the inning. You mentioned it, Mats. Freisberg should have been out of this inning at least twice.
Yeah. So it's not him to blame here, for sure not.
No, it's Team Germany as a whole that has struggled here in the second inning, and I think Jendrik Speer trying to find some right words there for his team to get them like in the right state of mind to, like we talked about it, get out of this inning and then see what you can do with the rest of the game.
Yeah, but that's what a good team like the Czech team obviously does. Like, you know, they don't weigh you down. They keep sticking it to you when it really hurts you the most in this part of the game. So they are not gonna give away easy outs here in this inning. So the next man,
it's Luca Kloppenburg. Pitched for the Untouchables Paderborn this season. 1 win to his name, 20 and a third innings pitched, 3.44 his earned run average, 24 hits, 6 walks, 16 strikeouts. And he'll have the same situation like Finn Freisberg and the same task, somehow get out of this inning.
yes.
It was 2 outs and bases loaded when Finn Freisberg came in. And it is still bases loaded and 2 outs, but we have several more runs on the board since then.
Not too many of them are earned though, but yeah, that only.
Yeah, the last couple are not. A good chunk of the runners that came on base with Christian Bedrol still were earned because it was all the walks and everything.
So yeah, 1 out. That's what Team Germany needs desperately here. With the bases loaded, yes, the threat is still there on the Czech side.
So Luca Kloppenburg is ready.
And Willie Escala is batting for the Czech. Yeah.
First pitch is a ball outside. Scala 0 for 2. Maybe he's the right guy for the Germans right now.
I would hope so.
Swings and misses. That's his first strike.
Because, I mean, it's really tough to watching any team to go through this, an inning like this. If you're a German fan or a Czech fan, if you're a baseball fan, it's just tough to watch when everything really goes against you in an inning like that. And Escala still is patient. Like I said, the Czech are not gonna give away easy outs at this point.
(9-3) the score in favor of Team Czech Republic here in the second inning. That one is grounded in the infield under the glove of Kloppenburg, fielded by Huber. He throws to first, and the ball is dropped by Boima. It was safe anyway, and now it's thrown past Vincent Ahrens, and coming around is another run. I'm at a loss for words. Kloppenburg just not able to get it. And then Escala beating it out, so that's going to be a single, and then it's an error on Simon Boima that does even more damage.
I cannot say. I'm running out of words too. I mean, what can you say? Like, is there a reset button for anything? Can we start all over again?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that's tough. I mean, what can you say? I mean, you're all watching this. Another soft hit ball back to the pitcher, a play. Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy play, a slow roller like this, but it's definitely a play that should be the third out again. No matter if the pitcher or the second baseman makes the play. And then, of course, another throw that cost an extra run. So, did 3 runs score on this play, yeah?
2 runs scored. Oh, no, 3 runs scored. Yeah, you're right. It was bases loaded, yeah. 12-3 the
hitter
score
is
now.
Standing at second base, so yeah, bases clearing, whatever it was.
Single plus error.
So for all you guys that are not watching that many baseball games, we are watching a lot of baseball games, and this is something that not happens very often.
12 runs in an inning, you don't see that a lot. That one is a fly ball to right field. That should finally get Germany out of this. Luca Höger makes the grab and gets a loud cheer. Probably that is the loudest cheer for a routine fly ball to right field. Like, the fans will try to get Germany somehow supported here, as at the end of 2 innings of play, it is 12-3 in favor of Team Czech Republic. The flags are still out, but the fans have left them behind.
No, that's not the case.
It is not the case, no. The fans are still here at the stadium.
Yeah, a picture that speaks words for the last inning, that's for sure. But that's what Team Germany needs now. The fans, the spectators here, I mean, they need something to one run at a time. That's what we say. That's what we need. Patience at the plate. I mean, it's not over till it's over, but it definitely is a really, really tough break. 12 runs in this inning after Germany took the lead in the first inning. It's 3-12 now. And only 6 hits for the Czech. I mean, only saying 12 runs and 6 hits. 6 hits still is a lot for 1 inning, for 2 innings, but you know what I want to say. So, yeah, Elias Huber is the lead-off guy here in the 3rd inning, while we're already playing for over an hour.
It's actually already 7 hits, the scoreboard here in the stadium. Missing 1 there for the Czech team.
Yeah, it's tough to keep track after that inning, that's for sure. What is a hit, what is an error, what is a miscue? I mean, the score is 12-3, we know that now.
That's for sure. And it's an 0-2 count for Elias Huber. Oh, it's a 1-2 count, sorry.
So yeah, that also is something we have to watch, how Team Germany reacts on this mess in this inning.
Grounded left side past the diving third baseman Czerwinka. And that is a leadoff single for Elias Huber. His second hit of the night.
It is definitely the only answer, the only and right answer now. Be patient, wait for your hit and wait for your pitch and hit it.
I mean, if there was ever a game where you just have to hit anything that you can hit, it may be tonight.
Yeah, still you shouldn't press too much for Team Germany. It's a lot of baseball left. I know that sometimes sounds stupid with looking at the scoreboard, but it is the case. It's still a lot of baseball left, and there is always a chance to score 10 runs. I mean, yeah, but that's exactly what Germany needs now, 10 runs.
We actually do have a new pitcher on the mound for Team Czech Republic. We missed that after that crazy long inning.
Yeah, that looks like Andrzej Satoria, the Czech star player who struck out Shohei Ohtani on the World Baseball Classic.
They just threw a pickoff and made it close there on Elias Huber. Yeah, it is Andrzej Satoria.
Yeah, close play at first base.
As that one's grounded slowly up the middle. There's a flip to second for 1 out. That's all they'll get. Menjik to Prokop for out number 1. The force against Elias Huber.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea by Czech manager Pavel Jadim to not send the starting pitcher Jan Novak out after an inning that took forever.
Yeah.
I mean, he was cold after this one, so good choice to make the pitching change here.
Here's Simon Bäumer, who also doesn't have his best day defensively. Takes this one for the first strike.
Yeah, the crowd is still there. You can hear it.
Yeah. Trying.
Supporting and hoping for a German comeback here.
2-1. Swing and a miss. That's the second strike for Simon Bäumer. There's Luca Hörger on deck. As that one is hit well to right field, giving chase is Preda. It's over his head and hits the wall. And on his way to second is Bäumer, and he's gonna be safe at second, just sliding around the tag. That was close. I thought he was a dead man.
I mean, that throw was right there, actually.
Preda played that really well off the wall, waited a little bit away from the wall to see where it comes back. Let's see it again right here. Waits for it, and then picks it up and made a nice throw. And Bäumer, I think, somehow slid around that tag. Yeah, slides to the inside. Yeah, and I think it's hard to see when the tag happened, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So this will be a double for Bäumer in this case.
Yeah, that gives Germany a little break here with the line drive off the fence.
And maybe it is a chance now. Like, you have 2 runners in scoring position for Höger now. Like, you don't need to get a 12-run inning here, but like, get something on the board.
Yeah, get 1 run at a time, and definitely 1 run right back would be very important to show that you're still there, that you're not giving up. Yeah,
and Höger just gets it with a nice single to left field. That's going to score Brenk. Bäumer goes to 3rd. And there's the 4th run for Team Germany. Like you say, it's about like sending the right message and showing that you've not given up in this game, because that's really what could happen in a situation like this.
That's definitely the right answer, and also for the fans, you know, to show them the team is not giving him up. So we're still there. We're playing at home. We still have a chance, and we want to win this game.
Paul Wittmann swings and misses at the first pitch, so that's strike 1. 12-4 is the score. Pickoff as Höger dives back safely.
Yeah, he was in there.
That one drops in, but it is the first ball. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Simon Bäumer at 3rd base, hoping to come home. But he needs some support by Paul Wittmann, who fouls this one off, just gets a piece.
Yeah, Wittmann already has 1 sacrifice fly on his credit in this game, so that's exactly what, I think we would take here too, to at least score Bäumer from 3rd base here in this inning.
There's another pickoff. Just getting back is Luca Höger. It's a really good pickoff move there by Satoria.
Yeah, and he's kind of arguing that this might have been an out at first base. I couldn't tell from
me neither.
It was too close. So runners at 1st and 3rd, still 1 out for Team Germany here.
Swing and a miss. Paul Wittmann down on strikes.
Yeah, I think that's the changeup that got Otani too. So yeah, Vinny Ahrens one is not hitting. So it's a pinch hitter
It's
for
that
Team
one
Germany.
to the left side, long throw, and the play made by Czerwinka. Yeah, that was Yannick Witt hitting there for Vincent Ahrens. But it is the 3rd out, so it's the end of the 3rd inning. Germany able to get 1 run, but that's all they got. And in the mid of the 3rd inning, it is 12-4 in favor of Czech Republic.
Bei der Oberpfälzer Kirwa geht es nicht nur um Essen, Bier und Geselligkeit, sondern vor allem um Tradition. Die Kirwa-Tradition im Landkreis Amberg-Sulzbach ist sogar immaterielles Kulturerbe Bayerns. Die Oberpfalz, da schau her.
This is DTL3, Donald Thomas Latzer III, former big leaguer and current German national team player. I specialize in baseball batting gloves. My signature edition is the Breathe edition, which carries a special message to remind yourself to breathe while you're in the batter's box in high pressure situations. You can find your DTL3 baseball gear right here in the Legionäre fan shop, or you can look me up online at dtl3.com. Ich bedanke mich schon mal im Voraus für eure Unterstützung.
There is Yannick Witt, who we just saw as a pinch hitter. He takes over behind the plate for Vincent Ahrens. And we're in the bottom of the third inning. Team Czech Republic would obviously like to continue what they did in the last inning. As that one is grounded left side. Tough play. Alex Schmidt has it. Brank needs to get out of the way. And Schmidt not able to make the play.
He did everything he could, and yeah, when Schmidt does everything he can and he doesn't get the runner, then it's a base hit.
Yeah, it is. No error there or anything. I feel like Brank made it a little hard there watching Schmidt. Yeah. But I think it was just like a timing thing. So a leadoff single for Ryan Johnson. Sorry, this is already Michael Jindelka.
Yeah, he attacks the first pitch, swings and misses. Yeah, what Team Germany really is hoping for is a quick inning, obviously, after this mess in the last one. So, ground ball for a double play, possible double play is what we're aiming for here.
That one gets away from Yannick Witt. Not what we wanted to see, allows the runner to advance.
Yeah, and there goes the chance for a double play. So, attack the hitters now. Don't mess around with the runner too much. On a 8-run deficit here.
Yeah, there's no point in pitching around people too much if you're down 8 runs. I mean, you don't want to throw it down the middle, but
throw strikes. That's at least what you want.
Grounded foul towards the German dugout, and then towards our camera down there. But the padding doing what it's there for.
But hey, yesterday we were complaining we didn't see enough offense out of the German team. Now we already saw 16 runs, so we got what we wanted, huh?
Yeah.
Somehow.
Definitely action on the bases tonight, but mostly for Team Czech Republic in the bottom of the second inning.
You have to make your wishes more clear.
Yeah, that's a foul ball. Count stays at 2-2.
Did we say we want to see some German offense, or did we say we want to see some offense? I don't remember.
I think we talked about the German offense needing to find a way. Well, we didn't say they should stop playing defense. It's really tough spot here for all the players on the field.
Yeah, I mean, don't get us wrong, but yeah, it's if you can't make jokes out of a situation like this, what else are you gonna do? I mean, it's like we mentioned, we never saw that coming, and also not too often happening.
Like I've not seen too many 2-digit innings in my baseball times. It's rare, and Because that one is a short blooper to the left side, and it's over Alex Schmidt. And
Yeah, he
that's
tried
a
to
base hit.
fake a
Yeah.
catch here, so it was pretty good. The runner only advanced to third base. Pretty good deke by Schmidt here. I wasn't sure if he can get to it.
Yeah. I thought it was too
was like,
long,
"Oh,
and
yeah,
then
got
all of
it,
a
I got
sudden he
it."
pulled up. I was like, huh? So it's runners on first and third. Yannick Witt directing his defense.
So yeah, the mental part of the game, at least of Schmidt, is still intact. Those little things.
I mean, on the other hand, I mean, as unfortunate it is for all the German fans out here tonight, and I mean, game is far from over. There's still plenty of time, but still looks like it's heavily in Czech team's favor. On the other hand, it's something that you would rather have in the preparation for the European Championship than in the European Championship. So, and it is definitely a situation that Jendrik Speer can use, like in coaching this young team with those young players that may not have experienced a situation like this before.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's tough to pick out the positives on a situation, on an inning like that, but that's definitely the case. I mean, it's still an exhibition game, as tough as it is to watch it, to be here at home and, yeah, get 12 runs in one inning. But you're definitely right. I mean, you have to use the situation also. I mean, you can have a tough inning in a tournament, but you have to swallow this, especially in a tournament, and not think too long about it and too much about it.
That's a fly ball right side. That's again not going to be easy for the defense, but it's a sliding grab by Elias Huber for the first out.
So yeah, good for Huber, who also had a rough inning defensive-wise. I mean, he's hitting. He's 2 for 2 in this game, but yeah.
Yeah, it didn't look good on that one ball that dropped with the miscommunication or whatever it was. But yeah.
And you're definitely thinking about those plays as a defender in an inning like that. You have plenty of time to think about the plays you didn't make.
Yeah.
So that helps for sure to get your head back into the game if it was not there all the time. I'm not saying that it wasn't, but yeah, I mean, it can happen. Of course, you cannot blame anyone to lose concentration when an inning takes forever like that.
Marek Krejcirek, the center fielder in the batter's box for Team Czech Republic. 1 for 1, a walk and a single. Ryan Johnson made it all the way to third after his leadoff single. Still waiting to come in. As that one is hit to the right side. That's a base hit for Krejcirek. That is going to bring in Johnson for the 13th run for Team Czech Republic.
Yeah, so the Czech on their side get 1 run back immediately. So they're not bailing down here just because of a big lead. They want to add, and they are adding at this point.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1 for Milan Prokop.
That ball misses again. Count is 1-1.
As Kloppenburg
next pitch is a ball. Count is 2-1. Of course, we're at a point where we don't want to see any balls, but you cannot throw every pitch into the zone, that's for sure.
Fouled back. Count goes to 2-2 for Milan Prokop.
So one pitch away of getting out of this inning. With a chance for a double play here. Runners on first and second.
I double checked because it was the second strike. I was like, wait, we only have one out, but obviously you're absolutely right with the chance
See
for
the
a double
positives, that's
play.
what we're talking about, right?
Yes, and that is strike 3. That works at least for the second out. Kloppenburg able to get one of the outs out of the way.
Yeah, could have gone either way. A close pitch right at the outside corner. First strikeout for Kloppenburg.
So we're back to the bottom of the check order with Max Preda. Takes the first pitch for a ball. To an out count. This is the view you could have tomorrow afternoon if you come for the third game of the series, and we obviously hope for a better showing of the Germans, or at least not as rough of a start. 2 o'clock game time tomorrow afternoon. So there is still tickets available if you want to stop by. Obviously, we'll also have it here on the broadcast. Grounded left side towards Alex Schmidt. He goes the short way for the force, and that will get Germany out of the inning. It is one more run for Team Czech Republic. They got one more on the board, so increase their lead again. 13-4 after 3 complete innings. We will be right back.
Lift. Wir vermieten Scherenarbeitsbühnen, Teleskoparbeitsbühnen, Mastbühnen, Raupenbühnen, LKW-Arbeitsbühnen, Hubmaststapler, Teleskopstapler, Hubwagen und vieles mehr. Kundenzufriedenheit ist bei uns Chefsache. Biberger Lift, Ihr Meisterbetrieb in Regensburg-Haselbach.
We're back here for the start of the 4th inning. And we'll start off with a new German player joining the game. It's Luca Sieger coming in for Tobias Maul. Takes the pitch for his first ball.
Played in the US this year. Here you see his numbers.
as he swings and misses for his second strike. We still see Ondrej Sartoria on the mound for Team Czech Republic. So no changes there. As that ball blocked by Martin Mujic, and then he had to track it down in between the feet of Luka Ziga. Kind of a funny looking moment. Here's the 2-2, 3-2. Look down there to the side of our catering stand down right below us. Here's the payoff for Ziga, as that one has hit well through the right side for a leadoff single.
Yeah, good AB by Seeger here, coming in the game as a pinch hitter. Taking the pitches and to deepen the count, full count, and then hitting his pitch and leading off the inning with a single. And hopefully giving Germany the chance to cut the deficit here with Alex Schmidt stepping to the plate.
The crowd definitely doing their part to support the German team despite the deficit.
And Schmidt also takes the first pitch for a ball.
Fouls that one off, and it's going to make its way into the stands. You can see Luka Ziga also having a chat with Ryan Johnson over there at first base.
So maybe Ryan Johnson is the talker.
Yeah, maybe. Schmidt takes that one for ball 2. Swing and a miss. That's the second strike.
The count is 2-2 for Schmidt. Here in the top of the 4th inning. And another pick-off attempt, another close one.
Taking a look. Ziga just getting the hand in there, I think. But that pickoff move by Sartoria has been too close for comfort for several of the Germans. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout for Alexander Schmidt. As we look down to our mini baseball field, the kids having some fun there. Who do you think is leading there, Team Germany or Team Czech Republic?
I ask what's the score there. Looks like a close game.
Back to the main field as we see a foul ball for Darren Richards. We're back to the top of the order. He's been on base twice by means of 2 walks. Fouled off right side. Count stays at 1-2.
Yeah, the game plan for Germany hasn't changed. I mean, a run every inning helps. It is not enough for now, but yeah, you definitely want to aim for that goal. 1 run per inning and see what happens. Started out well with the leadoff man. singling, and then Schmidt struck out. Now the count is 2-2 for the third hitter here in this inning for Team Germany.
So here's the 2-2. That one gets by Mujic. And that allows Luka Ziga to go to second base.
Yeah, and it eliminates the threat of a double play, hitting into a double play for the Germans. So runner in scoring position now with one out. On a 3-2 count for Darian Richards. If you put the ball in play, you want to put it in play on the right side here. Give the runner a chance to score.
There's a payoff from Satoria. That one is hit well to left field. That one is hit deep to left field. Jindelka looks up and it one-hops the wall. That is gonna get another run on the board for Team Germany as Luka Ziga comes around with the 5th run on the RBI double for Darren Richards.
Yeah, just wanted to say, forget what I just said. I mean, obviously that scores a run, that helps. Hit the ball hard and deep. Just missed it here. Landing on the warning track. And Luka Ziga rounds third base. Scores easily on this deep fly ball by Darian Richards.
He had to wait because Jindelka got out there rather quickly and like he was in reach of catching that. So Luka Ziga had to hold up and wait to see if it drops. And once it did, he had to get on his horse and made it around to score. Elias Huber, who has 2 hits to his name. Would love a third one. All the German fans would love a third one. But it's a second strike for now. 7 hits for Germany now. It's 10 for the Czech, but the big difference is those 4 errors for Germany. That one is blooped to the right side, but foul.
Yeah, good job staying alive here by Elias Huber. Against the veteran Andrzej Satoria.
So here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. It's dropped. So he goes to first. And actually, good base running here by Darren Richards to get over to third with the need to throw the ball to first base.
Yeah, heads up base running. Good job by Darian Richards, taking advantage of that. Nevertheless, it's the second out. And Eric Brank needs a base hit to score another run for Team Germany.
He has one. It was back in the first inning. Came around to score later in that inning. As Richards taking his lead aggressively there from third base. But obviously having to retreat on the swing and a miss. Yes, that was a swing by Eric Brank, and it's the third strike. Martin Mujic waiting there for the tag, but Brank just going back to the dugout. That was a fun little scene. It is the third out, so that ends the top of the 4th inning. Germany able to get 1 run. But that's all they got. Not able to capitalize anymore. We can see it right there again. Martin Mujic waiting. And then the home plate umpire calls the out, and Mujic says, all right, thank you. I'll go back to the dugout. We'll be right back with the bottom half of the 4th inning. Czech Republic still leading comfortably 13-5. New pitcher for Team Germany. It's Moritz van Bergen taking over. Quick look at his stats. 24 innings, 2.63 his earned run average. And he will try to avoid the Czech run number going up any higher.
Yeah, and it's the fourth pitcher in the fourth inning for Team Germany. I assume that's not how Jendrik Speer planned this one out. So we'll see how long Van Bergen can stay in the game.
It's the top of the order for Team Czech Republic. Wojciech Mędzik has a 3-0 count. There's the first strike for Van Bergen. And now it is ball 4 for Mędzik. So he's on base for the third time already tonight. We're only in the fourth inning. This was already his fourth plate appearance.
And it is already the 7th walk for German pitching. Am I right?
It's so many to count.
It's
unfortunately
for sure too
3,
much.
4,
And
5, 6. Yeah, 7.
The leadoff man, to walk the leadoff man is also not what you want to do. But hey, that gives us a chance for a double play here.
This is not Vilja Scala, by the way. So we got a change here on the Czech side. As that one is skied right side. It seems like all those balls for the Czech team go to the right side over here. But it's caught by Elias Huber. So that was 78. So that's interesting who that is, because the only person listed, like the person listed with 78 on the Czech roster would have been Ryan Johnson. But Ryan Johnson is obviously wearing a different number tonight. So I don't know who that was, to be
Misery
honest.
man.
This is Martin Czerwinka, that we know.
Swings and misses on the second pitch. And that one misses inside. So count is 2-1.
Foul ball towards the Czech dugout. That is the third strike, so it's a strikeout for Moritz van Bergen for out number 2.
Yeah, good located pitch by Van Bergen to get the second out of this inning.
First pitch for Ryan Johnson was a strike. Moritz van Bergen definitely doing what you were talking about earlier, attacking, trying to throw strikes.
I don't want to see any ball thrown by German pitching anymore, but yeah.
That one is deep to right field. On the warning track, Herger, he actually comes back a little bit and makes the catch. For out number 3. It was a long fly ball, but it was caught and it stayed in the yard. So it's the end of the fourth inning. No runs for Czech Republic. And at the end of 4 innings of play, it's 13-5. We'll be right back. It's the 5th inning. It's a comfortable 8-run lead for Team Czech Republic. But Germany has been scoring still, getting a run in each of the last 2 innings as that one is hit to the right side. And no problem there for Milan Prokop, who makes the out for out number 1 against Simon Bäumer. And on the other side, Moritz van Bergen, who came in pitching-wise for Germany, able to finally get a 0 on the board again.
Yeah, finally, that was important. You need some zeros on the Czech side in your team Germany when you want to start a comeback, and you need definitely still 1 run at a time and 1 run every inning to put pressure on the defense, put pressure on the Czech team, and yeah, to get to the next pitcher probably. Berger takes that one for a ball. Count is 1-1.
Rounded.
And that one
has a lot of spin, comes back to the field of play, and then it's a throw to first base for the out by Martin Mujic.
Wow.
What a play.
Wow.
Like, it looked like Mujic was surprised that it was a fair ball, but like he picked it up right on the line. Herger didn't realize it would spin back. Or he just tried to tag him and then almost overthrew Ryan Johnson, who made a nice stretch to grab that one.
Yeah, you kind of could tell that this ball might have a chance to spin back into fair territory. It probably would have been spin into foul, back to foul territory, but Mujic made a great play, grabbing the ball in fair territory and getting the second out, the quick second out for Czechia.
And there's a bunt by Paul Wittmann. That one rolls foul.
Yeah, nice try by Paul Wittmann with 2 outs to get to first base via the bunt.
Andre Sartoria picks up the bat for Paul Wittmann, puts it there. As much as the players are obviously competing down there, it feels like there is a good atmosphere between the players of both teams. Like we saw them several times, like talking. You see like the pitcher putting up the bat here for the hitter and stuff like that. So like it's positive rivalry, I would call it.
Yeah, I would say the same. And because it's fun when you're a player to play games like that as a Czech player and as a German player, to play these competitive games against each other over the years, year in, year out. So it's always fun for those 2 teams to compete against each other.
Wittmann takes that one for the first ball.
And you're right. I mean, it's always a kind of friendly atmosphere. And who wasn't happy for the Czech team when you watched it at the World Baseball Classic performing? So, I mean, that's a good, a positive rivalry. I would say that, definitely.
2-2 the count for Paul Wittmann. Three and 2, working his way back from the 0-2 count, getting it all the way back to full. And this is the last man standing for Germany. No, we're not quite there. We're in the 5th inning.
Not yet.
But the fans still trying to support, obviously. Everybody knows that an 8-run deficit is not easy to overcome.
Yeah, and after the walk for Paul Wittmann, Yannick Witt, who came in catching as a pinch hitter first in the 3rd inning for Vinny Arons and now catching, is up to bat. Pitch is a strike from Satoria. And the second strike here after with swings and misses.
Fouled back. Count stays at 0-2. As that one is hit well to left field, that's going to fall in for a base hit for Yannick Witt. Moving to second is Paul Wittmann. So Yannick Witt gets himself a single. And Germany keeps the inning going. Brings up Luca Ziga, who singled his last time up.
Yeah, also a second at bat after pinch hitting and staying in the game.
Swing and a miss, his second strike. Can see him tell himself, stay calm.
Take a deep breath with the
Don't
strikes.
swing too wild here.
Calm yourself down and
Here's
see
the
what's
0-2.
next.
That's a blooper left side, and it's gloved by Martin Czerwinka for the third out. So that ends the top of the fifth inning. No runs for Team Germany, one hit. That's all they got. And after 4.5 innings of play, it's still 13-5.
Bischofshof, das Regensburger Hell für Freunde. We're back for the bottom of the fifth inning. Michal Jindelka to lead off for Team Czech Republic. Moritz van Bergen back out on the mound for his second inning of work. Foul ball right side.
Yeah, kids are still motivated, collecting the foul balls here.
And disappointed if they didn't get it. Second ball for Jindelka. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Runs the count full. Moritz van Bergen trying his best to keep the Czech hitters off the bases, obviously.
Yeah, unfortunately, the German team couldn't take advantage of the first scoreless inning from the Czech in a while in the last inning, but Van Bergen is looking good.
As that foul ball just into the net, a little bit too high, a little bit too far for Simon Bäumer to make a play on it.
Yeah, and you definitely need Van Bergen to swallow some innings here. I don't see anyone in the German bullpen anymore.
And he gives up the walk in the end. But he worked well around the leadoff walk in the last inning, even though it's obviously not what you want to see. Swing and a miss for Martin Mujic.
Just making sure with the umpire if the ball would have been called anyway.
As he grounds that one to short, Schmidt over to Huber, over to Bäumer for the double play.
Yeah, the first double play for Team Germany, and really important. I mean, the defense has 4 errors already. You see it on the scoreboard, and maybe even some more miscues. So really important to make that routine double play, get 2 outs at a time.
Yeah, finally something that goes right in the defense for Team Germany.
I mean, what was routine today when we talk about routine plays?
So far, it felt like the only thing you could bank on was that if there is something that can go wrong, it did go wrong for Germany. So definitely good to see them turn it around. That's a foul ball. Krejcik hitting himself with that one. But you can also see, like, also for the Czech team, there's still like almost everybody up at the fence, watching the game, following the game. You want to be like invested here, even if you're up 13-5. So they know they can't just like stop playing here. Like Germany has shown that they're willing to keep fighting.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're talking about there's a lot of prestige in this duels anyway. And also there's...
That one's line foul.
And also there's one more slot before the Seniors European Championship, which takes place in September in the Netherlands. So there's not so much chances to prepare for those tournaments, for those 2 upcoming tournaments. So you take everything, every inning serious, although the score is obviously...
You can see our cameraman down at first base, Noah, there fighting the weather, and it's getting a little chilly with what we've had throughout the afternoon and the evening. But our camera guys and also the guys behind us doing everything to bring you Legionäre TV in the quality that you're used to. So big shout out to the folks behind the scenes. If you want to leave a thumbs up on the video, it helps us a lot. Would be great to see that number jump up a little bit like it did yesterday when we also got across 4,000 subscribers. As we see another strikeout for Team Germany, Moritz van Bergen gets out of the inning. In the end, it's a 1-2-3 with the double play. So no more runs for Team Czech Republic. It is still 13-5. We're going to the 6th inning.
Mit dem Furter Drachenstich beheimatet die Oberpfalz das älteste Volksschauspiel Deutschlands und den größten vierbeinigen Schreitroboter der Welt. Außerdem wurde hier auch Mensch ärger dich nicht erfunden. Die Oberpfalz, da schau her.
This is DTL3, Donald Thomas Lutz III, former big leaguer and current German national team player. I specialize in baseball batting gloves. My signature edition is the Breathe edition, which carries a special message to remind yourself to breathe while you're in the batter's box in high pressure situations. You can find your DTL3 baseball gear right here in the Legionaere fan shop, or you can look me up online at dtl3.com. Ich bedanke mich schon mal im Voraus für eure Unterstützung.
Into the 6th inning we go. Team Germany not giving up. Like, if you look at the players, they're still, I mean, it's tough, but it seems like they're still like in the right like state of mind.
Yeah, for sure. And like we said, that's a situation you have to go through once in a while. And yeah, I mean, score some runs, at least give you a better feeling for tomorrow. And you never know. There's always a chance of starting a comeback when you put pressure on the opponent's defense.
Ondrej Zatoria still on the mound for Team Czech Republic. Has given up a couple of runs, but worked through 3 innings. And obviously, we talked about throwing strikes for the German pitchers. With a lead like that for Team Czech Republic, you will throw a little more strikes and probably give up a hit here and there. But like, he's had things under control so far.
Yeah, for sure. He's a veteran guy, has been through a lot during his career. And with a lead like that, it's pretty comfortable for him to attack the zone, and if giving up a home run in between, it doesn't hurt them. So yeah, it's for a pitcher, taking pressure off his shoulders always helps. But you also have to be careful that you're not like mentally go down too much, lose the concentration too much. But yeah, I think Zatoria knows what it takes also in this situation. So the German team has to earn this one if they want to start a comeback, that's for sure.
It's a full count for Alexander Schmidt as that throwback sails past Zatoria. Schmidt fouls that one off his own leg, has to walk it off.
Yeah, pretty wet and chilly conditions in the meantime. So those hurt a little bit more than they do when it's a bit warmer.
Alexander Schmidt waiting for another 3-2. Here it comes. And he grounds that one left side. Czerwinka having a little bit of trouble. Has to go for it and is not able to make the play. So Alexander Schmidt will reach on the E5.
Yeah, with a fast runner like Schmidt, this is enough. Just a little bobble here at third base is enough for Schmidt to secure first base here with ease.
Second error of the night for Team Czech Republic. And now it's on Germany to capitalize. This is something I've been talking about a lot throughout the season. That one is hit straight to center field and right to Marek Krejcik. It's something I've been talking about quite a bit throughout the season for the Legionäre. They've been good this year to capitalize on chances that they've been given by opponents with errors or with like pitchers struggling. And that is something that makes a difference in winning games throughout the season, obviously, especially if you do so in close games.
Yeah, that's what winning teams usually do, take advantage of the mistakes of the opponent and use the chances. And if there's not many chances, yeah, use them.
Elias Huber takes this one for the first strike.
Huber is 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and a strikeout.
Flies that one to left field. That's trouble for Jindelka. It gets down. He is able to cut it off, though. Now German runners need to be careful because Schmidt actually held up at second, not challenging Jindelka's arm. And then Elias Huber had to slam on the brakes.
Yeah, good play to keep the ball in front here. And yeah, make sure that fast runner Schmidt cannot advance to third base. He might have gotten there, but you don't want to risk it here in this situation. 1 run does not count too much for Team Germany. And here with 1 out and having a veteran guy like Eric Brank and the heart of the order. Brank and Bäumer coming up.
That's
a good choice probably by Schmidt to stay put at second base.
Yeah, I agree. But like you said, good job by Jindelka to hold the runners on first and second.
Yeah, because Elias Huber was already flying around first
Yeah,
base. If Schmidt is going for third, then they both probably advance.
The throw also went towards second base, so I think Jindelka even thought Schmidt was going to third no matter what. But actually, he was able to play the ball so well that he stopped both runners from advancing. 1-1 for Brank. Is a little high. 2-1.
Yeah,
Brank singled in the first.
Also, you don't want to give away outs like in this situation as Germany because you need more than 1 run, more than 2 runs. So
that one is hit towards right center field. That should get down. It does in front of Krejcik. Coming around third is Alex Schmidt. He'll have to hurry. He's out at the plate.
So there he tried to score, and rightfully so, on this ball hit up the middle. Pretty hard hit up the middle, maybe a bit too hard. So it gave the defense a little bit more time.
Let's take a look. Schmidt flying around third base. The throw going straight to the catcher. Where's the tag? Yeah, it is on the arm. It's close.
Yeah, it was a close play, a close call. I couldn't tell. Schmidt might have gotten his hand in there. I mean, they risked it on that play after he stopped on the hit before by Huber. But yeah, I mean, no one to blame. It was close enough to try it, and it takes a perfect play to get the runner like Schmidt at home at this play.
Yeah, if the ball is cut anywhere in between, goes through a relay, they don't get him.
So really, hats off to the Czech defense.
Bäumer flies it to left. Jindelka out there, and he makes the grab for out number 3. So Germany not able to capitalize at the end of 5.5. Still down 5-13. We go to the next Czech offense in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Biberger Lift. Wir vermieten Scherenarbeitsbühnen, Teleskoparbeitsbühnen, Mastbühnen, Raupenbühnen, LKW-Arbeitsbühnen, Hubmaststapler, Teleskopstapler, Hubwagen und vieles mehr. Kundenzufriedenheit ist bei uns Chefsache. Biberger Lift, Ihr Meisterbetrieb in Regensburg-Haselbach.
We're back here, bottom of the 6th inning, and the team was very quick. Moritz van Bergen quick to warm up. So we missed one ball before that foul ball that you just saw when we came back. But nothing important you missed. Unfortunately, this is we don't have enough power over the game yet with the broadcast. I was holding up my hand, but
nobody was paying attention to you, unfortunately.
I remember this with the World Baseball Classic and stuff. There was always that one guy standing on the field signaling to the umpire, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can go on.
Yeah.
Count is full for Milan Prokop.
But I don't blame Moritz van Bergen for a quick rhythm here, for short breaks. He's still looking good out there.
Gets another strikeout, despite falling down a little bit. We've seen that when he was here with the Stuttgart Reds a couple of weeks ago. Putting all the energy into his pitch, kicking away some dirt.
Giving the crowd a bad look.
Yeah.
What's this?
And back on the mound already for the next hitter he has to face. That is Max Preda. Ground ball foul. So the chat, by the way, Matze says Alex Schmidt was safe. So Germany got robbed.
Well,
we've had
we'll leave it up to you.
Yeah,
we'll leave it up to you.
We've had some close calls go both ways tonight, I think.
Yes. I mean, just for the sake of the game, I would have called him safe, but I wouldn't. I couldn't tell if he was safe or out.
Yeah, it looked very, very close on the replay. No challenges here, obviously.
And of course, we would have loved Schmidt to be safe here and the inning continue and cut the deficit short.
Yeah. Like you say, it would have been nice for the game if it got a little closer again.
But yeah, I mean, Van Bergen is doing what we were hoping for, have a pitcher that stays in for more than one inning and really stopping the Czech offense. While I'm saying that, of course, collecting a hit here. But still, I mean, heads up to Van Bergen coming into this game and stop the offense. It's not an easy task.
Max Preda with a single, his first hit of the night, sorry. Brings us back to the top of the order. Wojciech Mędzik. As time is called, the umpires. Oh, no, I think the Czech team wanted the ball. That may have been
the first hit in the national team, probably.
For Preda in the national team.
Preda, yeah. Looks like it.
Because it was thrown then into the dugout, and the Czech first base coach kind of doing a thank you towards Moritz van Bergen. So that makes the most sense, I think.
Yeah, and he was not part of the squad for the Prague Baseball Week, so I assume that's the case. Congrats to that.
At first, when I saw the first base umpire signaling, I thought they called a balk or something, and I was like, what happened?
I thought he wants to check the ball for something.
That was the second thought I had.
Illegal substances.
All good, no problems here. 0-2 pitch, fly towards right field. That's going to go foul.
You just gave up a hit. Let me check the ball for.
Yeah. Another 0-2. That one misses 1 and 2. Wojtek Mędzik tonight. 2 singles, a walk, and a strikeout. So has definitely had his share in the Czech offense. Fouled off again. Mędzik giving us a good battle with Moritz van Bergen. There's a pickoff, but more of a hello than an actual challenge for Max Preda. As that ball gets by Yannick Witt and allows Preda to go to second base. Way out of reach for Yannick Witt. It's a full count for Wojtek Mędzik. Van Bergen delivers. That one is a fly ball to short right field. Luca Hörger comes in, makes the catch for out number 2. Stayed up long enough for him to cover enough ground. So now we have a pinch hitter. That is Szymon Blaszek coming in for Willie Escala. Falls that one off right side. Blaszek came in last night's game in the 3rd inning. Went on to single and hit that 2-run home run for Team Czech Republic. Down 0-2 in the count though, right now against Moritz van Bergen. Goes outside, 0-1.
For a ball. Count is 2-2.
Pulled off right side. Count stays at 2-2. And it rolls down the stairs. Got picked up by one of the kids eventually. Got some cheers from the crowd for that. Here's another 2-2. Swing and a miss. It's another strikeout for Moritz van Bergen as he finishes the 6th inning. Continuing his good showing. No additional runs for Team Czech Republic at the end of 6. Score is still 13-5. Moving to the 7th inning, we have a new pitcher on the mound for Team Czech Republic. That is Tomáš Dufek. 51 2/3 innings pitched, 2.79 his earned run average. 45 hits, 15 walks, 40 strikeouts. So I would assume that he is the one that Team Czech Republic would hope can finish the game for them. Maybe have one more arm that they want to throw in, but we'll find that out in the next couple of minutes. 7th inning. So time for Team Germany. Slowly but surely fading away. They got 3 more innings, but they need to get the offense going, and a fresh pitcher on the mound will not make it any easier. Grounded left side. Wojciech Mindzik makes the play to first for out number 1.
Yeah, good pitch here by Dufek. Breaking ball low in the zone. Luka Hörger put the ball in play. That's what you have to do, put the ball in play, and yeah, hope for something good happen for you. In this case, it was an easy first out for Team Czechia.
Here's Paul Wittmann, who's 0 for 1. Ground ball right side, gloved by Prokop, who flips to first. That was almost a little too easy, but the ball got there in time.
Yeah, good hustle by Wittmann. Yeah, the flip was a little high, but yeah, it was right there.
Yeah, just made the play closer than it had to be from Czech perspective. Here's Yannick Witt. Getting his 3rd at-bat of the night as time is called. Luka Ziga waiting on deck.
Takes first pitch for a strike.
German dugout. So looking what they can get done, as this one is a base hit past Czerwinka at third. So second hit of the night for Yannick Witt. And I mean, this is something, even if the Germans, I think you mentioned this earlier as well, even if the Germans are most likely not going to turn this game around, at least take away some positive moments for some individual players, get another hit on the board that is giving you confidence for tomorrow, for next week. It's not just about this game right now for the German players.
No, for sure. And in the end, when you look at the score, you had one bad inning that cost you 12 runs, and that the way it looks like now, that cost you the game. But other than that, I mean, it was an all right game. Yeah, struggles in pitching and defense. It all came together to this second inning. But 11 hits, come on, that's a positive thing. Collecting 11 hits after only collecting 2 yesterday. And that helps for the tournament next week, and it helps for going into the game tomorrow with a good mood and hopefully come out right from the get-go and collect at least one win while this game is not over yet. But the chances are getting slimmer and slimmer, that's for sure. It's only 7 outs left now for Team Germany to turn this one around. But any positive helps in this case. And if it's only Yannick Witt and Lukas Sieger coming into the game and hitting the ball as things like that help.
3-1 to count for Lukas Sieger. Fouled off to the left side again, runs the count full. Back to first base for Yannick Witt. Here's the payoff. That one misses up and in, and it's a walk for Lukas Sieger. Yannick Witt moves to second. Germany keeps this top of the 7th going. Lukas Sieger on base for the second time. As you mentioned, the 2 substitutions that Jendrik Speer made, definitely showing what they are capable of doing. And we've reached the bottom of the order. Alexander Schmidt, who has not had success at the plate tonight, reached on that error earlier, but that's all he has to show. Also not being successful in last night's game. Wouldn't be a bad time to turn it around.
I just wanted to say, that's where you... Like it's so many times it happens, we say something and the opposite. The opposite happens on the field. So this would be a good time.
I think it was last week when Corbinian Held was here with me for commentary. We had we basically called 3 Legionäre hits in a row. Like, we were like, oh, he doesn't have a hit yet, got a hit. Next guy, oh, he doesn't have a hit yet, got a hit.
You called it, but the other way.
Yeah. So Alex Schmidt doesn't have a hit yet.
And this
Flies that one to right, but it
fall.
stays up long enough so Max Preda can make the catch. Unfortunately, it didn't work this time. So no runs for Team Germany here in the 7th. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. Germany is still down here after 6.5. 13-5 is the Czech lead. We have another new pitcher for Team Germany who will begin the bottom of the 7th inning. It's Kenny Fermin taking over. 18 innings pitched, 3.5 his earned run average, 14 hits, 20 walks, 25 strikeouts. 3 losses to his name, but playing with the Mainz Athletics, they didn't have the greatest season as a team. So that obviously didn't help his case. The Mainz offense that was feared in past years not having that danger this year.
Yeah, but like so often, the Mainz are used this season also to develop young talent, and Kenny Fermin is one of them, a young guy coming out of their own program, U18 guy, also playing the infield, playing shortstop, two-way player, hard-throwing righty. He also threw at the Prague Baseball Week for Team Germany, so yeah, let's see what he's got here in this game. After, Moritz van Bergen, we have to mention that, did a great job of stopping the bleeding, really here. 3 scoreless innings in the books for the Czech offense, who really exploded in the 2nd inning. So great showing by Moritz van Bergen and really helping Team Germany to stay kind of in this game and give them still a slight chance for a comeback.
Yeah, only allowed 3 base runners, 2 walks and a single. That was all Team Czech Republic got against van Bergen. So, like you said, really good showing by him. And I mean, he showed this a lot throughout the year as well, kind of being in the closer role for the Stuttgart Reds, and also against the Legionäre showed what he's capable of doing, and able to show it here in this game as well. As Kenny Fermin is really wild here to start off this bottom of the 7th inning, gives a 4-pitch walk to Czerwinka, with 2 of those 4 pitches going to the backstop.
So another walk by German pitching. We're stopped counting by now.
I was going to ask.
I mean,
do you still have the count?
Still, I have the count, but I don't want to. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if I want to mention it. We're not at 10 yet, I think.
Okay, still single digit. Ryan Johnson, first baseman in the batter's box for Team Czech Republic. 2 walks and a single to his name.
And still talking.
Here's a strike. Two and 1 to count. Fans are still holding out. It's getting a little late. It's a long game, obviously, with that long 2nd inning. But there's still a good crowd trying to support the German team, even though I'm sure there's a good chunk of folks that may have left. Full count here for Ryan Johnson. Fouls it back. Count stays full.
Yeah, and I mean, the tension kind of was gone a little bit after the 2nd inning, but we saw kind of a good game afterwards. I mean, there was not so many miscues. There were good plays made, and there were some zeros on the scoreboard. So, yeah, I mean...
Like, if Germany is just able to get out of this inning with Freisberg coming in, as this one hits Johnson, and he's in some pain, but now making his way to first base. Like, if Freisberg is able to come in that situation after Christian Bedrol loads the bases and gets out of the inning with 2, 3 runs, whatever, we have a close game. Like,
yeah, and then there still is a good chance.
You might even be in the lead. Like, there's just 1 more run outside that 1 inning for Team Czech Republic.
Yeah.
But that's part of baseball. Like,
it's part of baseball, and the Czech didn't have to score anymore. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, you cannot say it was not a good game or it was a shitty game by Team Germany. It was a brutal inning, but I think the reaction was all right. Of course, pitching too many walks, we don't have to talk about that. That's for sure. But there are a lot of positives after that disastrous inning. You can coach. As a coach, you can pick up for tomorrow and for the upcoming tournament. I'm pretty much sure we saw, and Jendrik also saw some good things here in this game.
I mean, if you look at the scoreboard, it's 11 hits for both teams. So that kind of shows that, I mean, yes, it's 4 errors for Germany, 2 for Czech Republic. So both teams also made their errors in the defense. But it was really like, with all those walks and a couple of hits and errors, it all came together in that one inning, and that was just too much. And yeah, we talked about it. Czech Republic didn't take the foot off the pedal, as they should. I mean, they want to win the game. They capitalized on Germany struggling in that situation, and it took the German team too long to somehow get out of it. And by then, the game was pretty far out of reach, and obviously trying to fight back, but we're in the 7th inning, still 8-run deficit. Unlikely for Germany to turn it around on the run side of things. Here's a 1-2, grounded left side. Eric Brank has it, goes to second for 1, over to first for the double play. As Jindelka can't believe it. It looked close at first. We'll take another look. Brank might also have had the chance to just tag the runner. And I feel like he gets the foot in there maybe.
He thought so.
Yeah.
But a nice double play here for Team Germany, and an important one again. 2 quick outs always help.
Červinka moves over to third, obviously. Martin Mujic in the batter's box here. Takes this one for ball 1. Grounded left side foul. Marek Krejcirik waiting on deck, seeing if he still gets a chance to hit here in the 7th. So that one misses upstairs. Outside, count is full. As that one misses inside, so it's another walk. Martin Mujic makes his way down to first base. And Team Czech Republic has runners on first and third here in the 7th inning. I'm honestly not exactly sure if we do have mercy rules in effect for these games. If we do, Czech Republic will be 2 runs away. But I guess this is something we'll find out if it happens.
I'm not sure if the teams were talking about that before. I mean, of course, if you want to simulate a competition like the upcoming European Championships, that would be the case with 2 runs. That would be a walk-off win for the Czechs here.
From German perspective, obviously, hoping that Kenny Fermin can get out of it. It's obviously one of those things you don't hope for a like clear game. You want to have good competition, want to have a good game. But
yeah, exactly.
It does happen sometimes.
So yeah, probably they play by competition rules, but we're not sure. I mean, maybe they just would call it because Germany used a lot of pitching already. But yeah, I hope we have not.
We don't have to find out.
Have to find it out. Yeah.
If we get there, we'll see if they leave the field or not. It is the first strike for Krejcirek. Runner still on first and third for Team Czech Republic. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th, as that is ball 4. So that's going to be a walk for Marek Krejcirek, and that's going to load the bases. We've not had a lot of traffic on the bases with the Czech offense in the 3 innings where we had Moritz van Bergen on the mound. But now we get a visit on the mound for Team Germany. Seems like Clemens Chikoki has more to say this time. There's another conversation going on around second base. Elias Huber, Alex Schmidt, and Eric Brenk standing there together with Martin Mujik. And as the meeting on the mound concludes, the meeting at second base also concludes. And actually, it was Moritz Köhler there. Eric Brenk got substituted out. So here's Milan Prokop with the bases loaded, 2 outs here, bottom of the 7th inning. One pitch for Prokop, blocked by Yannick Witt. Count goes to 2-1. Misses up again, 3-1, no place to put Prokop on the bases. And it's the second time, I think, tonight that German pitching has walked in a run. And actually this run, there's not, Team Czech Republic does not have a hit in this inning. It's 4 walks and a hit by pitch.
So by now we're in double digits.
I feared so.
With 3 passes, which is really something you have to cut down drastically within the next couple days and tomorrow.
Pitch outside. That's ball 1 for Max Preda. And that one gets by Yannick Witt, and this is going to be run number 15 for Team Czech Republic. And
we're going to find out what's going to happen now. Is the game gonna be called, the 10-run rule or not. We were just discussing it. The Czechs are not sure. They're looking at the umpire. What's going on? Nobody knows. Everybody's looking at each other. We don't know.
Alexander Hart
Nobody knows.
looking towards the dugout, and he calls time.
He's
probably
talking.
to go to talk
Yeah.
to Jendrik Speer. So it seems like they didn't talk about it beforehand, or is he just getting
Yeah,
a
that's what he figured. Why?
new set of balls?
So, keep playing or no? No ball game call so far.
It looks like it is ball game.
They're just run. Yeah, it is ball
Yeah.
game. No call, but no call made. But yes.
Okay, so this is going to be it. I mean, long story short, it was a struggle bus, a hard struggle bus for German pitching tonight.
Yeah, unfortunate ending for an unfortunate game. And yeah, the main part of that was like 14, 15 walks by German pitching. As we see, like 11 hits equals the German amount of hits. 4 errors are too much. But yeah, you see the 12. You don't see that very often. 12 in one column for the second inning.
I'm happy that our software was capable
Yeah.
of it.
I mean, what can you say? This inning decided the game. Other than that, we hope for a better outcome tomorrow. What can we say?
Yeah, it really is that. I mean, Germany needs to have better pitching. If that was better tonight, they would have been totally in this game. The offense woke up. That is the positive part compared to last night.
Yeah, for sure.
But in the end, again, a deserved win for Team Czech Republic, just being the better team again tonight.
Yeah, and take advantage of the chances the German team offered to them a lot, and the Czech team didn't stop sticking it to the German team, and that's why they won this game now by a 10-run rule.
Yeah.
Unfortunate ending, fast ending, but yeah, the positives. Moritz van Bergen pitched a great game. Germany collected 11 hits. There were young guys coming into the game, Yannick Witt, Lukas Sieger, who really performed. So yeah, we're gonna find out what the reaction is tomorrow.
A big thank you to you, Matze. Thanks for being here. It was a pleasure. Thanks out
here.
to the rest of the Legionäre TV crew. I hope, even though it was a little bit one-sided game, you still enjoyed the broadcast. I think, like we talked about, there was some good aspects as well. So I think it was still an entertaining night of baseball. You don't see 12 runs in an inning every day. And as we talked about, we will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. game. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be back on air like a couple minutes earlier. So if you enjoyed the broadcast, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any baseball here on Legionäre TV. And with that, we still have the highlights for you and maybe some lowlights on the German side, but some of the clips from the game. And with that, I think it's time for us to say good night, have a nice weekend, and hopefully see you tomorrow.
Good night.